Hello, hello.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Look at that. First second, 12 people watching.
Dang, that is no doubt a record. That is a record.
We're feeling
Right?
blessed. Thank you, guys. Y'all late, but a little bit late. We were kind of
Billy just walked in the store about 20 minutes ago. Right? Speaking of that, Jimmy, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. I sure can.
All right, good deal.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing on a wonderful Monday evening? We're going to have a little surprise guest tonight. He'll be joining us probably about 7:30.
Yeah, he's the original green man,
Mr. Hulk himself.
right?
I hear just a little bit of feedback in your screen.
Well,
Not much, just a little bit.
is that better?
Playing Call of Duty. Heck yeah, Warren, you should add me. I play Call of Duty. I don't get on very much during the summer. I play a lot during the winter. But during the summer, I'm busy.
I would get on and play with you guys, but that's a shoot 'em up game, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I won't be killing my customers, right?
Yeah, I like to play
just
Call of
take them
Duty.
down.
Like to play Call of Duty.
Easy to talk big when you don't play it, right? Right? Right?
Jimmy Basehead on Xbox. Watching the Saints. Hey, Jordan. No, Xbox.
So the PS5 is the thing now, right?
I guess. I don't know. I don't really follow all of them.
I bought the PS4 like really quickly when it came out, and there were no games for it. The biggest bummer there it was existed.
Yeah,
Right.
I like my Xbox. I still play it.
Yeah. I don't tell you. I don't even know the last time I could play a game. Truth is, I have to sit closer to the TV, or else my son beats me.
That's why you
I
just
don't
buy
like
a bigger TV.
Right?
I
I
bought
tried that, but it really helps to sit there.
You should see my setup. I don't know if you can really tell, but see how the TV's angled towards the chair and the chair's sitting over there? That's a big old. That's a big old almost. Like I can't even remember. I think it's almost. It's like a 55 or something like that. I like my TV.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. Yeah, Jake, I've only been home a minute. Seriously, about 20 minutes. And I had to hurry up and get all this stuff set up because I brought my webcam, was going to video the show the other day, and then ran off and left my thing that attaches it to the tent, wasn't able to do it. So anyway, I had to unpack everything when I got here. I've been running. But I will message you.
Yes, Antonio, I know it's a 65-inch. I was trying to be nice. It's only a 55.
Right?
It's actually a 65. It's a big old TV. I'm getting old. I got to be able to see it.
That's what I'm telling you. You got to sit close.
Well, I mean, I don't know. My setup's pretty close.
Yeah.
And it's in my recliner, so I can just kick back, kick my feet up, and just sit there and play.
Right. So you had a show this weekend, didn't you?
Yes, sir. I sure did. It was at Blue Valley Park in Missouri. It was with the Midwest Tahoe Club.
Right.
It was a really
was it a good day? Did they have fun?
It was a great show. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Now, was it just a Base Wars show, or was it a big show with a bunch of other orgs?
It was just Base Wars only, but the Midwest Tahoe Club, I mean, they came out. There was probably every bit of, I I want to say probably at least 50 Tahoes that pulled up there. And I mean, there was just a little bit of everybody. It was fun. It was
I've
a
seen
really, really
those.
fun show.
I've seen those at Denny shows, right?
Yes, sir.
Big bunch of them parked.
They come to my shows all the time.
Yeah, okay.
Well, any
I just
local
remember
shows I have.
one of the shows that I did when I was up there when you weren't. So I guess you were down here. That show, I remember
That was
seeing.
Casey Showdown.
I think a
2
lot
years
of
ago.
them. Yeah, I
Yes,
think
sir.
I remember seeing a lot of them there.
Yes, sir. Hey, Dave. Hey, everybody. Sorry.
Do you know Dave?
What?
Do you know Dave O10?
I don't know if I've ever. I'm friends with him on Facebook, but I don't know if I've ever met him
He's got a
personally.
little S10, runs Deaf Bonds. I was
Oh
on.
yes, absolutely.
As a
Yes, I
matter of
have.
fact, at Slamology, he was over on the right.
He's a
no,
teammate.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a
Anyway,
teammate. of mine,
he
absolutely.
plays his speakers till they're so hot you can't touch them.
That's that's what.
But they don't break, right?
You guys need to hit up Joshua Lynn. I'm telling you, that guy is amazing with them voice coil temperatures. And not only is it one speaker, but he can measure every speaker and give you a voice coil temperature for every one and plug them all into one sensor.
Well, Dave's don't need no sensor; it's just hot.
Well, I know.
So his speakers don't care.
That's how we do it.
Right.
I got the nickname Send It for a reason because I turn that shit up and just leave it playing.
Right.
And walk away. I blow subs like every other show, generally.
Dang.
This time I'm just breaking windows and breaking boxes and yeah.
150-degree dust cap. Man.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. I've had my subs up to like almost 375 before.
Dang.
I smoked Steven's sub by accident at like 375.
Son.
But in my defense, Drew had been playing the shit out of it. And Steven really didn't tell me nothing about the voice coil temperature and to watch it. He said, don't turn it up above this and just roll into it. And that's what I did. And I was demoing it. And I demoed like 3 songs. That was like 2019 at finals. And I smoked 3 subs.
Dang, that's rough.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It was partially my fault, but it was also because they had been playing the shit out of it and didn't tell me about the temperature gauge.
Right.
But you know, I manned up and helped him fix some things too, though. Well, and I helped him fix the ones before when he was competing the day before. You know, but that's what Team Notorious does. We all help each other out.
Yeah, well, he ain't no stranger to rebuilding a sub on the fly.
No, sir. No, sir.
But hey, man, how long does it take that glue to dry?
Well, you know, me personally, I like to let it set 24 hours.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, when y'all are at a show, how do y'all doing that?
I mean, truthfully, you can spray it on there, and once you spray the activator on there, give it 10 minutes, and you're good to go.
Wow.
That activator hardens it immediately. I mean, it's just like
what kind of glue is it?
It's a CA glue.
Yeah, really?
With an activator.
So when you go to rebuild it, how do you get that off?
Grinder or a I use a wire wheel on a drill. It's like a round wire wheel, and it just
gets that CA glue off.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yes, sir.
Huh. Okay.
Actually, I have some right here. Hang on.
There ain't no boats in the water out there.
There's the activator and there's the glue.
Oh, that's different CA glue than what I have.
Sorry, there's that full level.
Huh. Huh, okay.
That's what I use. And I keep it in the icebox, and there's my little kit.
Right?
You wouldn't believe how many subs I recon. I recon subs all the time. I mean, it's kind of getting ridiculous at this point, but I recon a lot of subs for a lot of people around here.
Well, I don't do that a lot. E6000.
Yeah, I use E6000 for the dust caps. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, we got Mr. Hulk in the house.
Right?
Send him that link, Billy, will you please?
Yeah. How do I do that? I kind of forget. I hear you. I hear dogs, man.
Yes. Can you really hear him up? Wow. Shush! The microphone's louder than I think it is, I guess. I didn't even
Right?
realize it. I agree 100% with that, Brian. Teammate loud. What?
Brian. Hey, buddy.
Mhm.
I normally use kicker subs, and we don't have to recon our kicker subs. We leave that to y'all.
If you don't have to recode them, you don't turn up. I don't care
Right?
what I don't care what sub it is.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying if you don't recode it.
Hey, the reasoning kicker subs don't need no recons, right? Maybe.
What's up, John?
Yeah, I had my 12s doing the lower 60s, man. I didn't have to recon any of them. Right?
That's what's up. Midwest heavy hitters for sure.
Right? Now, don't they build stuff?
Who's that?
Midwest heavy hitters, like
No.
loud stuff.
Well,
Are they are they
got
the
a
real
lot of
quiet
loud.
team? Huh?
We got a lot of loud stuff.
The Midwest heavy hitters?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I thought they built a lot of stuff that's loud.
We do. I'm part of that team.
Or is that the beer based mafia? Are they
Well,
the loud?
beer-based mafia is ridiculously loud.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Okay.
They've won in quite a few organizations. They're heavy hitters for sure.
Man. Well, beer will do that. Make you do things crazy, get loud.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Right?
He actually came. He brought my nitro to the show this weekend, and he did a 61 in the nitro in the lane.
Dang. Well, you did like a 63 with it, didn't you?
64.
Yeah,
Did you send Jamie the link?
I did. Right? Mm. So, Matt, put what you have in these comments here. I bet we'll be able to figure out what class you would go in.
I love THC. I love that. Everybody thinks it's something it's not. It's actually Team High Current.
Oh, I see that.
See, it's actually a good role play on it. I really love it. I think it's brilliant. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's a pot." No, Team High Current.
Right?
You want your current high? He said wrong link.
Yeah, I know telling what I sent. Oh, yeah, I sent somebody
Hang on, I'm
something
gonna send
else.
it to him if I can.
I got it. I already hit send. I found a message on the page about events, and so I sent the event page to somebody. You know that whole Control C thing? It don't
Yes,
store them up. Just sends to the last one you sent to somebody.
Oh, I got to get some angle iron and re-brace my box. I broke my box a couple weekends ago.
818s would either be our GOAT class or our legendary class.
I would say probably more than legendary because I'm sure with 818 he's going to have a big port.
Well, the legendary's got it don't have a cap, right? That's
True.
kind of unlimited.
Yep.
Depends on the interior if it goes to GOAT. It's got a custom dash, he says, but if it's got interior, it's just legendary.
Legendary, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What up, Bobby? Hey, Jason. Jason, I think Jason beat you this weekend. He was all about beating Jason in Monster. He did a 61. It was like a 61.99 in Monster this weekend.
Dang. With what?
218s.
Dang.
In that little Civic.
All sealed up?
Yeah.
Jamie, that's a good looking shirt on you, man. I don't know if you're married or not, but you will be by the time you go to bed tonight.
Shit. Christina, kick your ass.
I have some fun with that at the shows, man. People get a kick out of it. I've just been having fun with it. But I tell them if they buy a shirt, they'll have my girlfriend by the end of the show, or by that night. So far, it seems to work.
Yeah, my wife bought it, so it works.
See, he's married.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up, sir? How are you tonight?
I just got done putting in an install for my buddy, so I'm chilling.
Hey, how cold is it?
It's not cold here.
It's hot.
It's 90 and the humidity is ridiculous. And I'm surrounded by cornfields, so it's even worse.
Jamie's about, what, 3 hours from me?
North?
No, about 2.5.
About 2.5.
Nebraska?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a long ways, man.
To you it is, yeah.
Did I get you your trophy yet?
No.
No.
Well, I guess I'm going to find out then, ain't I?
We wasn't going to talk about that.
Right?
I got like 2, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'll know soon enough.
I
We
believe
close.
so.
We got I got all the wood cut. We got the all the edges routed. The magnets are beat off the baskets. That's where we're at. Now it's the time to start covering them. And then that's the last part that takes a while. Assembling them doesn't take very long.
It's Brodowski.
Yeah. Rear pro, you got it. So small on this. Looking at the camera here, it's weird.
Yeah, you can't see comments either, I'm sure.
No, I can't, because I'm on my.
Hi, Steve. I sent you a message earlier. You should have looked at it.
I just got in the house. Literally, I was eating my burrito like 5 minutes ago.
Burrito? Y'all have burritos up there?
We got Taco Bell.
Oh, dude, you're gonna get divorced. You're gonna get divorced now.
We got taco trucks and stuff up here too. That's got some good burritos and whatnot, and we got these. They got all kinds of good stuff, different things. De Leon's, yeah. We got burritos up here.
I actually asked Steve Duncan because he was actually busy tonight having dinner with his wife, and maybe next week we'll see.
Right.
I've reached out to a couple people.
I was messing with him. So apparently the next time we do a show in Biloxi, he's going to come. We're going to get him a Dunkin' booth and let him get on there. And the winners of each class is going to get 2 shots at him.
I seen that. That'd be good.
I think that'd be something good for finals. Right? The Dunkin' booth, right?
Okay. Okay, I'm down with that for sure.
He said he was game.
That would be pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Well, y'all, so I'm pretty confident that Robert Diaz is going to be happy doing the baseboards in South Florida. Got Dan up north of you, Jimmy, you there. Jake's going to be North Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, kind of down there. Chet's over there in Texas. I say all this to say, man, I can tell you, I think a couple years we might be big enough to have us a big final somewhere, right? Instead of spread out everywhere.
Yeah, middle of the state, like Missouri.
Yeah, I like
that.
Yeah,
Kansas City, yeah.
Yes, down to Barter Hall. Wouldn't
South
that be
Georgia.
Wouldn't that be amazing to have it down at Barter Hall like the old school days?
Yeah.
That would
So,
be actually really cool.
So I have talked to some guys in Georgia. They're in Savannah, but we hadn't firmed it up, but I'm pretty sure we are. And so the next place we want to find somebody is like in Indianapolis. So somebody's in Indianapolis. It's kind of where the next spot we want to look. Right?
Gonna have that demo dominator class.
Take over the world.
We love Dan. Oh, Mr. Dan Current. Well, I mean, you can always join, Steve, if you're not busy. You could still come on and chit chat with us.
Yeah, the more there are of you guys, the less people pay attention to me.
Right.
Right? I can
do some
just pull my cell phone out and go eat supper, do whatever,
That is
come back
actually
and
pretty fun.
wave goodbye and good night. And
Oh no.
right.
That is pretty funny, actually.
So
So,
Jamie, how hot are your coils on the Norm?
Mine?
hot.
Do you know? Have you ever measured it?
A long time ago I did.
Probably like 200, because glue probably gotten better over time, but a long time ago, probably 200 degrees, they just pop, huh?
Nah.
That long ago?
You're
Probably like,
nasty, Kirby.
150, 160 at the most.
Oh yeah, see, they talking 400. They got 400 degree glue.
Nah, I'm good.
160, that's bulletproof.
I got them more efficient after I rebuilt them, and I don't smoke no damn coils. I don't sleep nothing.
Dang, I did not know you ran kicker, man.
I used to. I used to run kicker back in the day.
Did you?
You got me some L5s, 12s.
L5s.
Yeah.
What'd you put those in? Earbuds?
No, L512.
Yeah, that's cool.
He said in here, but that's funny.
There was L7s and L5s, right?
Right. I have L7s.
Yeah, I had the 12s, and I had them in a little box with 4 of them with 3 4-inch arrow ports and a Ford Explorer and on 2 Rockford BD 1000s. And I hit like a 50 something. I know. I finally got a 50 out of that thing after it took forever.
Right.
But that was like, I don't know, 12 years ago.
Oh, that's back when 50 was a record.
Yeah, 50 was something.
Right.
You
Yeah.
were 50 back in the day. You were big time.
Yeah. So you run Orion now, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just on 1 amp right now. I got these other ones we're fitting to fix and waiting on other stuff going on. But we're running 1 amp right now, and it'll do all right. But it's not going to do anything like super duper like normal. But it'll get the job done.
No. What impedance do you run at?
Normally, I run at 1 ohm per pair of woofers.
All over them.
On a 17K. So 17K per pair of woofers.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
1 ohm. But if I go down to 2 amps, it's 0.67 for 3 of them per amp.
That's jacked up, ain't it?
But right now it's at 1.33 on all 6.
I was gonna say I was at 0.33 for a while on mine.
No, I can't go that low on that. That ain't happening.
Oh yeah, I like them.
Do fireworks. You do that.
Hi, Mr. Randy Wheat. Thanks for coming to the show this weekend. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all know about the loudness.
Got it. He wants his mojo back.
I'm telling you, he came out to run that. If y'all don't know nothing about Randy Wheat, you're gonna know. Trust me, he's gonna start.
Don't always loud. You guys ain't got nothing.
What's Randy got?
He's got a minivan with, I believe it's 615s or 815s in it.
DDs, I believe. If he ain't changed nothing in the front.
But the most ridiculous, almost PRV stunt wall in the back of his van, and doors and everything.
Yeah, he's got it top there. You can hear him come from days.
He will get the cops called probably 85% of the time, him being there playing music.
Right.
Dang.
You thought Dan Curran was bad. No, you ain't mad at Randy Weed.
Gonna
Yeah.
have to give him some burritos, man.
Oh, I'm telling you, when he turns it up, it's the whole crowd just goes right to Randy's car.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, Randy.
I'm coming for that stunt. Oh shit! I see that. Everybody, let's make that official right there. Right there. See?
Oh shit. He got it. I like to see him, Dan Curran, and the Stuckles go at it with their walls.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, actually it would, because they're pretty loud, all of them.
Yeah, the Stuckles
As long
would
as
be.
they don't aim them at me. That's fine. They aim them out in the trees or something. The ocean. Y'all have
Imagine
that up there?
the Stuckles against Randy would be a good show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I wish there was a way you could measure just the mids and highs.
Well,
There is a way.
you can. You can still use the mic open. It still registers from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
We could measure in the middle of them.
It's the same thing, or crowd loud
right there and measure in the middle.
Go 6 feet from the center of the stunt wall. There you go.
Okay.
Hey, I don't even understand how they put these podiums right behind them, and
Jamie's
they
got one.
stand there and demo, right?
Jamie's got
right
one,
behind that
and he
stone wall,
put
and they
speakers
stand there
in
and
it
just
just
do
to
it.
be silly.
I walk by there, I'm like, it hurts, and they're just standing back there taking. I'm like, dude, you're gonna be dead before you leave today. Huh.
Those 610s in that little box, do you remember that thing? I
Yes,
got
I
her
do.
attention because she wouldn't let me. Hey, I remember at finals. I don't care what anybody says. I got everybody's attention. I said, let me breathe for 1 second, or I won't turn it up.
It
But I
was-
didn't. Yeah,
it was
I think it was
silly.
loud.
He built a podium that had 6 tins in
Mids.
Oh, and the podium.
Yeah, I
his
know.
podium. Yes.
We still have it. It's on wheels.
Huh.
It was my center console at one point in time, and then I got Froggy.
Mhm.
Yeah, with 90 tweeters. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 6 tweeters in there. Yeah, but Randy's has got like 90 tweeters in it, bro.
Randy's got 90 tweeters per door.
Right.
Sounds
Something like that.
painful.
I'm telling you, you should see that vehicle. The back of it is just ridiculous.
Man. Hey, so let me say this to everybody. Should we die? Should we get cut off? We'll be back. Got power weather here. Right before we come on, the power went out. All right, reset everything. If it happens again, it'd be the router. We'll come back. Right?
Well, hopefully it'll kick over to me if you log out.
Yeah, I don't know what it would do.
Fine.
But if we do die, we'll be back.
Randy Weed coming to get you, Jamie.
Yeah, I know. He's still mad about what happened in the finals.
Who, Randy?
Yeah, that's one of my Extreme 4 championships is against him. 2014, I believe.
Dang.
Yep. He messed up, and I just kept playing.
It happens.
Oh, yeah.
I did that 2 years ago against Chris Box. I was actually beating him, and I made the mistake of turning it up.
That's what happens. See, nobody really believes that. Anything can happen at any given time, no matter if you're the best, mediocre, or you're just there to play. You could be there to play and end up winning.
It was 2 years ago. I've ran against Chris Box for like 3-4 years now, and I take second place to him every flipping time I run against him, and it irritates me. And I actually was beating him, and I decided to turn it up just a little bit more to show off, and I blew a subwoofer and lost.
But he ain't gonna get for the picture.
That's brutal.
Oh, we got Mr. Stephen Duncan in the house. Oh, what?
Right? How cool is that?
Does he remember when we was at USAC finals and I came over with that big old looking pole? It's actually a piece of welding wire that Tajin gave to me so we could pull out his coil. That was him. That was
when he had his
from
truck
down there.
I got that from you, yes, sir.
Yeah.
We were actually talking about that earlier, where I blew his subwoofer.
Yeah, I remember that. It was the only thing we could get down in that gap that far because no tool was fitting. That's in the back of my truck all the time. Tajin gave that to me. It's just a piece of wiring, welding wire, so aluminum, so it's not conductive. So you get in there, you don't have to worry about when you put a long pick in there, and the pick sticks to the side, you can't get it down in there. But when you got that, it actually pulls it out because it's aluminum. He gave that to me like first time I met him, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago when I was first started riding with Ryan, and I was slinky and woofers, couldn't figure out what was going on. And he's like, we used this to get it out. It was crazy. I've had it ever since.
And what is it?
It's a piece of aluminum welding wire.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it's pretty strong because it's thick.
Right. So you can fish the stuff out without it sucking to the
so
magnet.
It stick to the magnet, and then you can get way down there because your typical pick is long enough, but it's hard to maneuver in there because it's steel and it won't pull it out very well.
Right.
So that's been working for me for years. So I love it. I use it every day.
That's a cool idea.
Mr. Herman.
What's up, Steve? How are you, sir?
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
Everybody, Mr. Steve Herman in the house.
I like that brick background wall. I have one too. I like it.
It's actually the wall of my garage. I'm in my breezeway right now.
Yeah, I was messing with you. But you've had one of these green screen things with StreamYard, and one of them is a brick wall that looks like that. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in my vacation house right now.
Right. Well, that boat behind you, it must be anchored out for the evening.
Oh yeah, they're all sitting out there. They're fishing.
Yeah. Right.
I'm sitting in the second row of my Suburban right now, if you can't tell.
Right.
I can see the seats.
Yeah, I got mine in my garage for all my Tahoe seats. They were great. I got like 8 of them.
I bet.
Yeah.
That's what my man gave. It's got the seats in there.
Dan asked why you was on the casting couch, Steve. See comments?
Hurry up. OnlyFans ends in October.
Can you see comments, Steve?
I can see the ones you post on the bottom of the screen there.
Yeah, at the screen we can see them.
Yeah, okay. You guys must both be on your cell phones?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's all good.
You know what's odd is if they're both on cell phones, Jamie's camera is skinnier than Steve's. See, Steve's is wide. Like what do you call it?
If Jamie would flip his camera the other way, or flip his phone the other way, it'd probably go wide.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
There you go.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
There.
There's Jamie.
Oh.
Who would have thought it? Right?
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Right.
So, Steve, tell everybody that is really unfamiliar with you, which I don't know who that would be, that's listening tonight, a little bit about yourself.
Steve Herman, I'm Team Directronics, Team Sundown Audio. I have the Nightmare Van 615s on either 6 Salt 6s or 1 Sound Digital Evo X 20K, depending on what I'm running at the time. Just mainly compete, have fun.
He punked us the other day in North Carolina.
Well, he showed you a little bit of what he has in the van.
He come up there and he was like, man, you know, he was trying to hold the power down, you know, because what's it, DB drag, right? What you going for?
Yeah, I have it set up to run on 1 amp right now.
Yeah.
I want to get like 10,000 watts. So.
Yeah. So he was like, man, ain't got no power, ain't gonna do much, you know, and he done sold us on, man, maybe a 60, you know, maybe 61, what I'm going for. what do you do? What do you do? 67, 60, 65? I can't remember.
It did a 65 and change.
Right, just bumps a 65 like it was nothing. You know, and then grand from ear to ear.
It's got a little bit more in it. He's lying.
I gave it volume 32 of 34 on the one amp. That's what that was.
Right.
On
He
the
did
one,
have one amp,
wait,
though. He's
wait.
not powered
Did
up.
you guys hear the keyword one amplifier?
Yeah, it was,
One.
Right.
and it had stock seats in it for DB Drag. So they didn't have the racing seats in it either.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. I feel
That's because they're not very popular like myself, right? These guys, they don't, you're not missing them, right? They don't exist really. No, I'm just kidding. Way more people know these guys more than me, Robert. You will too, probably soon. I was just
Robert
telling.
Diaz, the guy who
Yeah,
has
this
the
Robert
Prius?
Diaz. Yeah.
that's Mr. Ghost Power or Mr. Ghost Power. Sorry.
Yeah. He's
All right.
in. He's
That's
in
not
Florida,
fair.
Central Florida.
I'm gonna shut up now. That wasn't fair. Sorry, Robert.
Right. Well,
That's
actually,
a USAC joke. If anybody knows it from 2019, that's a USAC joke.
Isn't Robert Diaz the guy who has the gray Caprice?
I don't know what he has now. He's had so many vehicles. It's unreal.
yeah. Yeah, so I was telling Jimmy just before we came on that a lot of the South Florida guys, they don't participate a lot in the show, like the show. They don't know us yet, right? So it's funny that he pops on here now and he's like, I don't know anybody. I'm like, dang, right?
Well, that's because Jamie and Steve's on here. They got all the look at little girl.
Is that a what is that?
That was my dog. He was.
Oh, I thought it was a goat.
Yeah, no. Hey,
Damn.
That would be cool, but yeah. Come here, Apollo.
I hear Christina in the background laughing at you.
There he is. Here, come on. Where you at? Apollo, come over here. Hey, come here, dude.
He's camera shy. And now you got my
there he is.
off.
Man, how is it?
He's
How is it
making a
still
noise.
daylight?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
daylight.
it's daylight as hell. It's still daylight in my house too.
Yeah, it's a heck of a reef. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Huh?
Shut up.
Still daylight here,
Wow. What's
See how well this
daylight here?
see how well this works out. I'm gonna try to go outside. Get out there. Get away from this noisy dude.
Well, you done started it. Now you gonna.
I didn't say nothing. He just wanted to make noise. Dude, don't follow me.
Squirrel. Absolutely. That's pretty funny, Dan.
Go then. But I'm not going. You're not coming in the garage, dude.
So what's you got any plans to change anything, Steve? What's new in your what vehicle you gonna buy this week?
Well, I have Dan Lever's old van sitting outside right now.
The white one?
Uh-huh. I bought that a few months back. I have had that for a while. Next year, I'm going to set the Nightmare van up to run music.
Okay.
I'm doing Burt this year, and next year I'm going to do just music.
Right.
Well, I hope to see you at more shows this year.
I plan on making it out. I didn't plan on running DB Drag, so I had to play catch up and go to a bunch of DB Drag shows. It kind of took me out of all the local shows for the year, unfortunately. But
Well, I don't. Me and Billy was talking about this the other day. I think he said maybe somewhere in March, somewhere around there, we're gonna have our finals. So you still got plenty of time to get points if you want to come to finals.
do I have to run it in? Do I have to get points in the class I'm going to run at finals, or do I have to get a total points in general and run?
No, it's a per class thing.
Okay.
It's per class, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you've done it. I know you did the one up there in North Carolina. Is that the only one?
That might be the
This
only
year.
one this year.
This year, yeah, that's the only one. Last year he came to a couple shows
Yeah, I
and,
remember those.
and actually could have came to finals, but he chose not to.
Oh no, I had it was on my wedding anniversary.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you crap. Sorry.
You would have needed to buy a couple of shirts to
His wife
see
would
us
have
on
killed.
that.
Well, you
I
know,
guess
my
I can't
wife's
do
a
that more.
trooper though. 3 years ago, we were at a show on our wedding anniversary.
My wife would kill me. You're lucky.
Right?
Yeah, I love my wife. She's amazing.
Well, Midwest used to be on our on our wedding anniversary almost every year,
Yeah,
October. So ours is the 4th. So there was many.
Yeah, but his wife competes though.
yeah. Look
Ah,
how he stopped. Look at that. That's just almost a perfect picture. There he
right.
comes. Right.
Yeah.
Are you back, Jamie?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Yeah.
You froze like a weird spot. Like,
Yeah, it's because I tried to go in the garage and that ain't happening right now.
Right.
what's my score right now? I don't know anymore. I
So
haven't ran in the lanes, and I really don't care anymore.
yeah, he's probably about a 45.
Maybe 43. I think realistically, 43. My last vehicle, though, honestly, the Nitro, I did a 60. You got me on 40s. A 64 at 41 hertz.
Dang.
That was my highest to date. It was actually a 64.6. If you want to know the true.
You could round that to a 65.
That was it. Well, no, that was in USAC, and there's record of it in 2019, but still, not a garage score. That was actually on point.
64
Right.
is legit.
It was, but I ran it in that class against Hank, and he kicked my ass because it was in the I think the S10,
Yeah, he had the S10 that year.
and he blew 2 subwoofers and 1 amplifier, and still kicked my ass by like 2 dB.
You let an S10 do a kick class, it's gonna beat almost everybody. It's like 3 dB louder than kick. An S10.
It was retarded.
Yeah.
Retarded, absolutely.
So when is the Midwest finals? Does anybody do they have a date already?
Yeah, it's October.
It's always the end of October.
October what?
October 22nd to the 24th, I believe. The Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Sometimes it's on Halloween, sometimes it's not. It changes each year, but it's pretty much at the end of October.
Well, I guess we should aim for the beginning of October then.
Beginning of October is DB Drag.
For on the norm when finals would be.
DB Drag Finals, just like he said.
All right, April. I like it.
April? Yeah, we'll do April.
I think we should keep it in
this year,
April.
March or April. But on the norm, I want to be in October for the weather.
October is just hard because it's DB Drag and Midwest SPL. So
I
we're
ain't gonna sing
fighting.
that song forever. Right?
I know, I understand. Absolutely, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, can't go much past October because you guys have real winners up there.
Oh yeah, we have real winners. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely got
y'all
some
don't
guys.
drive snow plows.
No, it gets nasty here.
Yeah.
Whose phone is making the noise? Is that yours, Jamie?
Nope.
I don't know. Steve's hung. Steve looks like he's kind of hung a little bit,
How would you Steve song?
right?
It ain't mine.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody's typing on a keyboard.
Yeah, no, it's Steve. Steve's lagging.
Right. Remind me not to say that again, by the way.
I was like, hold on now.
Right? Walked into that one, didn't
Think
I?
what you just said. Insert foot.
Right?
You asked for it, it happened.
Right? It definitely happened.
So, do you have any plans on getting the Hulk back up to full potential by finals, Jamie?
Yeah, I just gotta get these amps fixed.
Yeah.
Just gotta get my amps fixed, and I'll be all right.
What happened to him? Did you crank him up too fast when it was cold?
No, not it. Well, no.
When
I
does
just
he turn it down? Let's be truthful.
Well, I just can say that they're just so those are pretty powerful amplifiers. Don't deny that. But they just have some days they just want to say no, thank you.
Did the power supply give up the ghost, or was it out? Was it transistor?
There's not too many FETs blown in a couple of them, but there's
Not
one.
too many, huh?
No, not really. No, I could show them to you if you wanted to. I could
No,
just show
no,
them
it's
all of them right now, sitting on the table.
So it's the FETs, not the power supply.
Oh, I don't know. To be honest, it's probably on both sides.
Dang.
But
We just barbecue, right?
I'll attempt to show you. I'm gonna go in the garage and see if it works. But I can't guarantee you that we're not gonna lose it.
Well,
I'm sitting right here.
yeah, it looks broke.
I don't know if that's my mic or his.
I think it's yours, Steve, actually. Let me mute you for a minute. Hang on, we'll see.
Right, bro.
Well, now he's lagging too, so that don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. I see the problem.
Oh, Mr. Chris Box is in the house. What's up, Chris?
Okay, just Yeah, I already knew I would be able to stay in the garage very long. Move it, dude.
Yeah. I can't compete with Chris no more. He's way too loud. I just gave up.
You just gave.
I just gave. Sorry, I had to make fun of him a little bit.
Whoa.
Look at that.
How you do that? Oh,
Oh,
look
wow.
at that. Right.
You hung yourself upside down there for a minute.
So he got tricks.
Yeah, you're lagging pretty bad
My
there.
mic or his?
That's yours, sir.
It's weird. We don't usually have a problem at your place, Steve. Nor Jamie's.
Well,
Well,
Jamie will quit moving. He's being a silly man. Okay.
damn Obama service. Is that what he said?
You got that Obama phone again, Jamie?
No, I
You
got
use
no.
your phone, really?
Mine's good. It's just I live in BFE, so.
No, that's funny right there. Look.
Oh, right.
See, y'all don't know anything about the AOL back in the old school days. You had that dial-up.
Bro.
You were on the computer and somebody picked up the phone and kicked you off. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, that was annoying.
boy. Yes, very much. Whatever, Chris. I don't want to hear that, sir. That's not even true.
Right.
Mister, I got air ride on my van. I can come there and just slam it to the ground.
Man,
That thing is nasty.
I have a hard time sharing my screen on this thing, but I wish I could show you some photos of a van that we had at the show in Florida this weekend.
I seen that one. The black one.
Yeah, man.
Boy, that was
That
actually
thing
a
was cool.
pretty van. It really was. But, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
2
no.
weekends ago, when I was at our Oklahoma show, that orange van that was out there, I don't think I got very many pictures of it. It was kind of hard because my phone was playing music. but there was an orange van out there that was amazing. It had like an S tint or
Oh, I
a,
saw photos of that.
a big block engine in it, like a 6.2 in this van. It was slammed to the ground. I mean, the whole build all the way around was amazing.
Was it DD 418?
Yes, sir. It sure was.
It was at the show in Oklahoma, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yes, it was.
The first one that we did there in Oklahoma at the racetrack.
Yeah. He didn't care anything about running it, but I mean, it was beautiful. He just kept hitting them switches and jacking it up while he was playing it all day. It was a actually amazing build. Hey, Gary.
Right. Well, I'm trying to turn these things off. They keep coming back. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that black van was cool, man. I really liked it.
So, Steve, how did you feel when you pulled up in the lanes and sandbagged and told everybody you did a 65?
65.
Yeah.
You know that's the only rule that we have. No sandbagging in the lanes. And I say that every time you guys pull up in the lanes. No sandbagging in base wars.
I only had one amp. That's all I had for power.
I'm telling you.
Sandbagging.
Really, that's we really need to make that a rule. Seriously.
Right.
Number one rule: no sandbagging in base wars.
Huh. Well, yeah, man. I was worried. I was worried for him. I was like, man, he's gonna be upset if he don't do a 60, right? And then he
could have did a 60 on his mid amplifier. Don't let him fool you.
I honestly, I didn't know what it was going to do because it only had that one amp hooked up, and I never metered in the kick. I knew I had about 10K to play with for power.
Yeah, see, let him get everything hooked up. That thing is nasty.
It's loud.
Nasty, whatever.
Do you have a prediction once you put the power to it?
Yes.
Steve?
Chris Box sandbags his whole life. Yes, absolutely. Right there.
Yeah. I'd be happy if it could do a 69 in the kick.
Sandbagging still, yeah. Okay, sure.
69's up there, man. 69 ain't no joke.
With that black van, it's got way more than a 69. Don't let him fool you. He is sandbagging very, very badly.
What has it done before, Steve? Before somebody else had it?
And on the windshield.
Best scores it's posted. It has the Midwest SPL record for Advanced 3, which is like a 66.4.
Yeah.
It'll do every bit of that for sure.
That's a minute and a half. That's a minute run or 30-second run, right?
No, it's just a burp. It's a burp windshield.
Advanced 4? Sorry, I thought you said Chaos 4.
Jamie, you most of the time do the musical classes. What is yours, Bert? Do you know?
Say that again.
You most of the time do the musical classes, but what does yours, Bert?
Well, the Hulk is almost a 61, but I don't normally do that, and that's like 31 hertz. But the other truck I had, which had the 815s in it, which was a Suburban, it did almost a 63 on the windshield with 8 15s in the fourth order. But it was built for music.
You guys see this? We all know, I'm sorry, pardon my French, but that's bullshit. He's lucky if he hit the 60. A 60, probably 3 on music, sandbagging ass. And that's like a minute and a half run.
My name ain't Brad Hopkins. Shit, I wish I could do it.
Brad's got his hands full, I'm telling you. I'm not, don't let everybody fool you and don't think that Chris Box doesn't have more in the tank.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Well, he's supposed to.
Well, he's obviously named after a speaker box. I mean, what the hell? Right?
I mean, it's, running that music run, it's hard. People don't understand. That shit break.
The finals is going to be interesting this year, I believe.
Listen, man.
In the Midwest, to be honest. I think there's going to be a lot of people that don't realize that it takes some stamina to achieve that first place.
Yeah,
it does. We said earlier, I've taken third or second place to Chris Box 3 years in a row. I have all my second place trophies over there. That minute and a half run is no punk.
Yeah, especially if you got to go back to back.
Yeah,
at that point, man.
It's qualifying, pre-qualifying, qualifying, and there's like 4 different runs you have to do that.
Yeah, because if you get caught up in that last 3 runs, you better be able to hang on.
I think I just had to kick him in the knee if I can't beat him in the first 2 or 3 times, right?
No, he's a great guy. I love Chris to death. He's amazing. And he's reached out to me, and we have actually become pretty good friends over the last couple of years of him kicking my ass.
Right.
But no, it's pretty cool. Jamie, I've got the Hulk. No, Jamie doesn't have the Hulk back to full power. He's still on just one amplifier right now.
I'm on 12.5 right now. That's it. 12.5.
12.5 volts?
No, 12.5. 12,500 watts.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's probably doing like 18.
Nah, probably, I would say 14 at least. It can. It can.
What kind of batteries do you have?
I got some one of a kind. Well, I got they're I believe it's NCM lithium. They look like big cell phone packs.
Do you grow them in that cornfield? That's illegal,
No. They came from JY Power. Travis Young's a real good friend of mine. When I had that incident that happened at TDH a couple of years ago, they were great enough to not let me go without having no batteries. So they took care of me, and we built some special batteries that he actually the same amount of batteries he had in the Kicker Q. The same thing I got in mine. Basically, there's 8 of them in here. And they're 50-hour chunks, and there's 8 of them. And I could literally probably run this vehicle without even using the truck to charge if I wanted to.
Well, look at Steve. He had to go out, come and flex on us.
He's got some color now, right? I don't know what that van's putting out, but he got color on his face now.
I had to move to a better Wi-Fi spot.
Right?
Yeah, right by Magnus. That's it. You got it.
It took him like 15 minutes to clean up all the sand so he could sit down in the driver's seat, but it's there.
That's what it was. Yeah. You got to give him a broom.
Right.
Oh, really? I know you're not talking, Jamie.
I mean, what do you? Okay, I'll take out the glass particles. Okay.
Jamie never. He always sends it. He's just like me. We have fun with that.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. I'm not here to just play it once in a while. I drive this thing like twice a week. Go to Omaha.
Man, I just don't tell you what. If I got 10 grand sitting behind my head, I'm a baby them too.
10 grand?
Yep.
That pays for my amplifiers.
Right. I'm talking about right there behind Steve's head. There's 6 of them. Somewhere around 10, right?
Yeah, 10 grand maybe pays for my amplifiers.
Right. Yeah, I'd be delicate. But
No,
I
these
run
are
kicker, and
actually-
we made a steal. We don't worry about it. We just play it.
These are actually fairly cheap. They're not as bad as people think they are.
Really, man, I really like those cones.
Directronics for the win, baby.
Yeah, these are all cones that came out of the Terra. These are secondhand.
I know.
Wow.
Absolutely.
They're not shredded, huh?
I'd be doing something wrong if I was able to shred a carbon cone.
Oh, it's not going to happen. Carbon cone, carbon dust cap. The only thing that's going to shred is maybe a surround, and I doubt that.
So
The only
what
thing
is
that's going to happen is he's going to hurt a voice coil or a. That's probably pretty much it. The spiders are probably pretty indestructible as well.
Yeah, I
so?
got.
Two questions. One, if one of those cones hit you in the back of the head, it'd hurt real bad.
Probably.
It's super light.
Okay, so maybe
Carbon
not.
fiber.
And two, what's the tape around the sub for?
Just seal it.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a seal issue where I'll blow out seals on the side of it, so I tape it in to seal it a little better.
That's
Yeah.
FPL.
So on top of the surround, is that where it blows out, or underneath the basket?
Underneath the basket.
Around the lip of the basket, I have a window sealing foam behind it, but sometimes we'll blow that out too under higher power. So I just seal a little better
Wow.
with the tape.
Wow.
And the trick to the tape is you go sideways, not around. You just do overlapping pieces all the way around.
Oh
You
yeah.
got to crisscross it.
And
then
what kind of
I got
tape
the
is it?
window over here with the crisscross. I don't know if you can see that.
You have to do the crisscross.
Yeah.
That's aluminum foil. That's HVAC
Like, yeah. Now, why use that?
because it's
as opposed to
strong
the
and
real tape.
smooth.
Huh?
Well, over
It's
here,
strong
is
and
HVAC.
smooth.
Over here is HVAC. The window has Gorilla Tape crisscross.
right.
Because I was having an issue where the window would flex out and blow up the seals on the bottom of the window. So I
Yeah.
just sealed it up.
I've actually seen a friend of mine that had a box that put HVAC tape on the inside of his box and gained almost a full decimal just by that tape. Now I'm talking about an unfinished raw box, and he put
Yeah.
that in there because it actually helps slick out the airflow or whatever I'm trying to say. It makes the box flow a little better.
100 mile an hour, 100 mile an hour tape.
100 mile an hour tape. It works. It works. Seriously,
Well,
you know it does.
Usually I don't use it because my holes are really tight.
Yeah.
But you could use a shit ton of sealer. Make that shit shiny.
Yeah, I was gonna say sounds a lot easier than Bondo wiping, painting, and all that.
No,
Now
no.
I love that. That's awesome.
Jamie's already past that point. He just needs to put some poor resin in there and just literally roll that whole box with resin. Make it shiny and smooth.
That's how this one's done. It's
I
glass
promise
sealed.
you will gain. You will gain by doing that trick. Pour resin and use a weenie roller and roll it. Just mix up all your resin, pour it on the inside of your box, and roll that shit out.
You talking to me?
Everybody.
I was gonna say because I got resin in my box, lots of it.
You need more too.
There's a
You
quarter
need
inch.
more too because you've had my fat ass inside there way too many times.
Yeah, I know. It needs to be done again. I need to beautify it again and then give it a nice little coat again. I know.
Way too much.
Now, how long has that one been together, Jamie?
What do you mean?
That build?
Well, I just built this last year, this build, but my truck overall was the same for almost 7 years with my other.
Funny.
Well, changed from a flat wall to a fourth order with 4 woofers, and then I turned it from ripped it all out and went steel cage and used all the knowledge that I've acquired from the years of experience building.
You went from the brown SUV or Suburban, sorry, wasn't it? The
No,
first one?
Here's how it all started. To be honest, the Hulk has always had four. It started. He had 4 18s in it. There was four DDs in here. 4 DD 95 18s in here, and 4 DD M4 amplifiers, and that's when I broke my 160.4 at a Midwest show, whatnot. And then I went and I changed to Incriminator Audio right at the end of the finals one year, and I put the Warden version 2 in there, and then I got involved with Orion and was offered to be a part of the Orion Army and whatnot, and so I started running Orion, and I went to a fourth order. Well, actually, I had a flat wall on the Hulk with the 18s, and then I put the 4 15s in here instead of the 18s because that was a pretty easy adaptation because I only had to cut 3/4 of an inch difference between an 18 and a 15 because ours are bigger. I put those in there and I ran those for a little bit, and then I decided to change to a fourth order with 4 of them and ran that for a little bit. And then I had the other truck with the 6 18s in it. I mean, the 6 15s in it, the Suburban, and ran that for almost 2 seasons. And then for finals one year, it just decided to blow the motor transmission, whatever happened. I can't tell you exactly. And it never came back. And I just destroyed it probably about 2 weeks ago. And then I decided, since I didn't have that running, I had to have my other truck. So I went in here. And last March, I ripped it all out, and I'm talking where I had a wooden framed in 2x4 all the way in here, and lots of layers of MDF, and holy shit, of wood in here weight wise, and ripped it all out, and then did the old steel cage. And,
maybe on a PME.
And then I had 6 15s in there, and I wanted to put 8 in here, but just a little bit different because the 2-door Tahoe versus the 4-door Tahoe, that extra room is a lot. So I couldn't get I wasn't able to do the way I wanted to. So I crammed in 6 15s in here. And made a 2-to-1 ratio. And the SPLXs or the SPL model fit in here either way. And it depends on what we're doing. So this has been together for almost a whole year. I've found out how to fix the woofer problems. I don't have woofer problems anymore. We're just having problems with these super powerful amplifiers staying together. But we're going to get it figured out. Because I tell you, if it does decide to actually play like it's supposed to at a given time, it might hurt feelings.
If you can keep the amplifiers and subwoofers together at the same point in time, it will be nasty.
Oh, I know. It surprises me because here's the real deal. I went from 8 15s in the other truck to 6 15s in this truck, and you're pretty damn close on the numbers other than the cone area I'm lacking with the 2 less woofers. Hell, it does make a difference, but I'm damn near doing the same numbers I was doing in the other truck with this truck with only 6, so I'm not unhappy with it. It's just a matter of, I got another plan.
When are you going to put the mad scientist gigawatt thingy back on top of your truck?
Well, when I make the transformation to 1.21 gigawatts to let's just put it, I got a Bruce Banner sitting over there. Bruce is sitting over there saying, please, I just gotta wait. The steel prices are nasty and the wood is nasty right now. I got this white guy sitting over here, this white Suburban that's been sitting here waiting for fun. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, we can.
I've just been waiting. I bought that last year. I actually had the black one at first, and
I want
I got
that.
transmission in it. The transmission went out in 4 months, and it was a C71. And I was gonna do what I wanted to do in it, and I'm glad I didn't because I ended up losing only $100. Then I ended up buying this one, and this is a 2500, so 6 liter in it. So maybe it'll handle a little bit more heavy because I got plans for that one. I just can't explain. It's just dude, what's too expensive right now for me to try to jump on it?
Paul Nacer and that Tahoe that he has is pretty nasty as well. Yes, absolutely, Tyler.
Oh yeah,
Yes. Have you heard it yet, Steven? Or Steve? Sorry.
It's going to die at 45, 50, 57 hertz. Yeah, that thing's nasty.
Have you heard it, Steve?
The Paul's?
Yes.
No, I haven't. I haven't heard Paul's yet. I haven't been up north in a while.
Yeah, that thing's pretty nasty. You should come up to the Boom Timber Show. There's going to be 3 or 4 different organizations there. Midwest SPL, Base Wars.
That Minnesota probably that Minnesota
Drag will be there, and I think I can't remember the last one. It's ISPL, I believe, or IS
Probably.
something.
That'd be cool.
I think
So,
it's
Steve,
yeah.
you said that yours were not the real expensive subs. Is that what you said? What subs are they?
They're compact Neo V2s. I mean, they're relatively expensive, but they're not as crazy as people seem to think they are online.
They're very expensive if you don't get that team discount. Don't let him fool you.
So how much power do they hold?
They don't need much. They're Neos.
Yeah, I don't need much power. This thing does a 60 in the kick on like 1600 watts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not
Per sub.
So they're efficient.
Total.
They're efficient subs.
Oh yeah, they're
Very.
super efficient.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean that 65 might have been 10K because they're just super efficient subs.
So that's
That's what I said. He had like 12 clicks left.
yeah, it's like 1500 watts of woofer, something like that.
They're rated to do like, I guess there isn't really a rating on them. I have stainless steel formers in mine.
There is no rating.
Yeah, I have stainless formers in mine, and I have a little bit stiffer suspension. So it's kind of a unique setup because I have it built to play music. Is what they're built for. But I've been burping with them.
With the stainless steel former, what's the benefit in that?
It's just less drag. It's lighter. It won't take as much power though.
Won't take as much power. So what happens when you put too much power to? What's the former difference? I guess is what I'm trying to figure out. Is what difference does the former make other than weight? And so if you say that because of the stainless steel former, it won't take as much power, what makes it not take as much power?
Because it holds the heat in more.
It gets hotter quicker?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So it's light and it gets hot.
Yes.
What are most formers made out of, the other ones?
Copper, yeah.
Copper.
I mean, you could get
Copper?
crazy and get the
The
Kevlar.
formers made of copper?
I believe it's
Coil.
steel. Silver steel, I think, aren't they?
It's a light steel and copper.
I can show you one.
So what's the difference in a normal former and say what Steve's got?
It's lighter, less drag.
Less
Yours is
drag,
lighter.
less power.
So why wouldn't everybody use those that what Steve has?
Money
Okay.
for a
It's
normal
like-
person that's pretty expensive.
It's not too bad. It's like $70 more a coil to do the stainless.
Okay. Yeah.
When you're
All right.
paying for a recone, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
Through
So if you-
Directronic,
real crazy, you get the
plug, Directronics.
Kevlar if you want to get crazy.
A Kevlar former?
Former, yes, sir.
So okay.
Yeah.
So the lighter
It has-
that gets, the less power it'll take because it moves too fast. So is that
Kevlar
when you
won't
would beef
retain
up the Spider? Would you beef up the spider to help compensate for that?
Oh, it always is, yes.
Okay.
But see, the benefits of his surround and everything is he can reuse them. Even though he blows everything, all he has to do is grind it off, reuse it, and put a new one, a new surround on it, and reuse it. Sometimes reuse the spider. Most of the time, it's just a coil that he messes up, right, Steve?
I'm knock on wood. I haven't blown one yet this year.
Better knock on that wood.
Right.
Most of the time, though, all they really need to redo is the surround and maybe the spider, but most of the time it's just the actual coil because they've slinkied the coil from too much power.
No, it's a spider.
Heat.
Fire fighter.
Mhm. So when you have, and I'm not saying a homemade sub, let's call it a Frankenstein sub, one that's not generic, right? How in the world do you build an enclosure for that? Not knowing.
You just have to test it. I mean, this
A lot of
van
test,
has ran compacts for years.
test,
So, I mean,
test, more test, and after you test some more, and then test some more and test some more.
And then test again.
Yeah, and then test again. And then when you think you have everything perfect, test one more time. And I promise you it'll change.
Yep, just like the weather.
Well, no, my wife never changes. I love her to death.
Well, I said weather,
My
not
solid
weather.
rock.
Weather, not weather.
Hmm. So a lighter coil and a stiffer suspension.
If I could do it again, I would actually switch to a softer suspension for low power. So I'm running a 5K class most of the season.
Yeah,
Right.
them subs are meant for burp. They're not meant for music.
I mean, I haven't built for music right now. I have the same configuration I had in the Suburban last year in these right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of that, so what coil is it? A 3-inch coil?
Yeah, it's a 3-inch coil.
3-inch coil.
I have dual 0.7s in here.
Wow.
What do you have, Jamie?
I got 4-inch dual ones.
Dual what? Dual
Dual
ones?
one, 4-inch coil.
Okay.
Hmm.
Joe Price in the house.
Right. We were just talking about you, Joe.
3-inch
So,
coil for the win. No, I would disagree with you on that, Chris, because when I switched to a 4-inch coil, I actually gained 2.5 dB.
hmm.
So
It all depends on what you're
proven
doing.
that fact to be wrong. Everybody says when you switch from a 3-inch coil to a 4-inch coil, you will lose power.
I don't know about that, 'cause I gained too. I went from 3-inch coils, from Terminator Warden version 2 to my Ryan SPL 4-inch coil.
So,
Well, I went from a DB3 to a DB4, and the only difference per specs is just the coil.
Mm-hmm.
And I gained actually almost 2 dB by that.
but the bigger the coil, the less what's that term? Fuel rating, I guess. Not as much power in the motor, right? Bigger coil.
No,
It's got
as
more
much-
moving mass.
more power. It took me more power at that point in time to actually reach the
Yeah, yeah.
destination.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A 4-inch coil will be less efficient,
Yes,
right?
absolutely, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. But they don't heat up as fast, correct?
They have more
it's-
surface area to dissipate heat.
Right. So they stay cooler.
Supposedly, I've blown quite a few
Depends
of
on who's running them.
Do what?
It depends on who's running them.
them.
Right.
As long as it's not Jimmy.
Right. Huh.
Couldn't agree more. Heat this. Okay.
Yep. More heat dissipation. So what are all the winners like? If and let's say Jason Lucas right there with his 212s, right? Still got 212s. So what kind of coils will be on them for the win?
He's got
3-inch coil, probably.
3. I believe they're 3-inch coils. And I
think he's running.
know he
contacts.
doesn't have 12s in there by any means.
15s now or an 18?
I think they might be 18s, but I'm not for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. So why do people not just slam some 2-inch coils and just light them up?
They gonna light up all right.
Huh? They light up too fast.
I don't know.
Remember about 2 years ago when that guy posted that old school vehicle? Sorry. It was that truck. It was a truck or a minivan. It had like 60 6x9s in there.
Look, the Zapco shit.
Yes, and he like turned it up, and that speaker like literally blew out and caught on fire.
Yeah. It was really fucking loud.
Yeah, I think he did almost a 60 with that.
Yeah. It was a Zapco. All Zapco 6x9s, right?
It was yes, sir. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's like, everyone. Insane.
Ridiculous. With some old school technology. Billy was doing that back when half of you guys wasn't born.
Right.
Don't let him fool you. He's got a pretty nasty vehicle sitting in his well, I don't know where it's at anymore. I want to say his garage, but it's not.
You should have dropped
Right.
that thing in too.
I tell you where it's going to be sitting in a week. It's going to be sitting somewhere with me.
You had what, the L7s in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty nasty vehicle. I never personally got to hear it, but I've heard a lot of rumors and seen
Yeah.
a lot of pictures. It was a very pretty build as well as very, very loud.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully
efficient.
you guys will see it again soon. That's what I'm going to drive when I come up to y'all show
Yeah.
on the Norm.
Eventually,
It rides really good. It's nice. I like it. I can't wait to ride it again.
well, Steve, any big plans, any changes, anything else?
Not right now. I'm pretty happy with the build the way it is, to be honest with you. Outside of switching amps maybe and redoing the amp rack in the back, I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, of course, with that build, but what about the other 27 you got in your driveway?
Right.
Well, I have that white van. I'm thinking about walling it. It was a no wall van. I kind of want to do a wall in it. I want to do 612s maybe.
How come?
Why not 615?
Because I could run Chaos 3 and an Extreme 3 and Midwest with it.
Oh, so okay, yeah, I see that.
I don't know anything about their classes. It confuses me because we have a Chaos as well.
But ours is, yeah,
Hey, would we be cooler if we put numbers behind our classes?
no,
Okay.
no.
Always looking
No,
for
it don't
ideas. Huh.
Well,
Hey,
it
maybe
happens,
we
Chris.
should. Nah, we should. Maybe
No,
we should.
no, it's fine, just like it is.
We could put Chaos. What's the top power in Chaos? 20,000? We could do Chaos 20K. That'd be fun, right? Then maybe help people understand. No, we can do that. No, we're not doing that. Never
No.
mind. Bad idea. Right? Because we don't care that much about power.
You're gonna confuse people. No, sir. Just leave it
Right.
alone.
Yeah. Oh, well. Always looking for ideas, right?
Absolutely.
Steve
So
wants
what-
us to have a clamp class.
No,
Just one.
no,
Just one.
no.
That's all he's asking for.
Absolutely not. No, no, no. It takes
So-
way too much time to sit out there and actually have to clamp it. And when you're running a show by yourself, and you have to be behind the computer typing in competitors' names and doing everything else, collecting money, and having 15 people on this side talking to you, you can't go out there and clamp somebody's vehicle. It's
But
impossible.
if there was a way to clamp one class, and we could take the numbers that we got from that clamp and put them all together in the same class, right? So, like
Clamp in your
SBL
garage.
divided by a logarithmic some version of power.
Clamp in your garage. Leave that shit for somebody else. We don't care. Sorry. I'm not trying to be rude, but no. I
Right.
refuse. Absolutely no. I'm throwing up the hands. No. No.
So, but if we could have one class that clamp and put them all in the same class with some whatever formula Steve comes up with, right? I think it's a win.
You have to
There
come
is
to
an
every one of my
efficiency formula.
shows and put the clamp in everybody's car, and
Right.
I will agree to it. Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe
He's like, hold
we'll have
on.
to
now.
figure out. We'll have to figure out this formula, but
Hi,
So
Mama.
There already is a formula for efficiency.
yeah. Do you know what that one is?
Yeah.
No.
I use it for my spreadsheet.
Right.
That means no.
So now we
Absolutely.
have a formula.
Look, right here, Joe said it perfectly. No means no.
So now we have a formula. We're halfway there.
But I agree, Dale.
That's facts, right?
Well,
there.
I'll tell you this. So this is what I kind of got. This is what I think. The clamp classes, right? See, I really did account for those. I just account for the fact that you guys can't outrun impedance rise. So that's why like chaos goes to 20K. If you can fit in chaos, you're not gonna do much more than 20K, if at all. And so that's kind of why we do what we do. I don't think you guys can beat that impedance rise. Challenge.
Look, Randy Reed. No. Turn to the right. Just turn it all the way up and let it play all day.
Right?
I mean, I have the ability to play in either. I just prefer to play in clamp because it's more of a challenge for me.
Nah.
I mean, I could hook up the salt and just play in high power stuff if I wanted to.
Right?
But think about it in
Almost
all
there.
honesty. How many people's feelings get hurt? Or how many people get upset when they run in the lanes and they actually clamp their power? And see how much power, how much impedance, how much everything else they're getting out of their stuff. And then they go spend a lot more money to be more competitive. It's an endless circle.
You know what would be cool though
They
is
have an
if we could
organization
actually
that's
show
all
them the
about
curve. If we could actually show them the curve that they're putting into those speakers, or that square that they're putting into those speakers, that would be fun, and then they would know why they have to keep buying new speakers. Right? Might separate the men from the boys.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, I understand what you're saying, Steve, and sometimes it is fun to be that competitive, but I don't know. I say it all the time. Base Wars is about bringing the fun back to the lanes. If you want to be that competitive and go by a 10th or 3/10 or 6/10 or whatever, go somewhere else. If you want to clamp.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I like the clamp thing.
I basically did.
Right.
I know,
like
I
the
understand.
clamp thing. It's just that everybody else does it and we just don't. And mainly because I started this org sitting at the table by myself, and like he said, just not enough time to do it. But I like it. So far, we just can't do it. But it would be fun to have one class that you could put everybody in. That would be cool.
You could even do a 500 watt class. I wouldn't care. That's something
Right.
different.
Just a class, something to shoot for. Yeah.
But then it takes that extra person to be there to do that, to hook it up and to do all that. It's hard to come from behind the tent doing that. Just saying. Luckily, I have my wife, so that's not fair, and I can't really use that as a.
Just do as you're told.
I do what I've told. You're right. Absolutely.
We would have to outlaw tear amps, though, right?
We'd have to get outlaw
That's
ghost
right.
amplifiers.
Huh?
Ghost amplifiers.
Well, that's tear amp.
They can only outrun it for so long.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to run out of ghost power, and then the true power.
It's just, I think it's fun like it is.
Yeah, we got a good thing going.
Billy created a great organization, and that's why I stand behind it 100%.
Yeah.
I really do.
I really like the clamp thing. We don't do it, but I really like it. I'll tell you something else I really like, and that's the headrest. I like that Mecca does that. Had Mecca not be doing that, that's probably what we would have been doing. But since Mecca did it, I didn't want to do it. Right.
We should let's do a rear view mirror class where they have to hang it from the rear view mirror.
I don't have one.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
What rear view mirror?
Right.
Well, you can't run that class if you don't have a rear view mirror.
Hey, I did have a guy down in Florida put it on his back window.
No, I understand. Trust me, if
He
you have a rear view mirror, you're not loud. I'm just saying.
Well, Joe's got an idea.
I've never seen a rear view mirror in this van.
I would have one in there just so I could look at those cones, man.
Boy.
Jamie, it's getting dark there, man.
It's trying to.
Yeah, it's starting to, yeah. I get the same aspect. Steve's got it same as we are. Steve's in Missouri.
Yeah, it's getting dark out here.
You're in St. Louis, right, Steve?
Yes.
I'm about an hour west of St. Louis.
Really? Now, how far are you away from Dan?
Yeah, which Dan?
Current.
Probably 40 minutes or so.
Now, is he on the west side as well?
I think he's South St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So I used to do business there in Lake St. Louis. Is that kind of close to where you are?
No, I'm west. I'm about 45 minutes to an hour west of St. Louis.
And Lake St. Louis is west of St. Louis as well, but I'm just not sure how far. Lake St. Louis, right past St. Charles, I think.
I think it's just right outside.
Probably so.
Yeah.
I believe Dan's right outside it, or Dan's in St. Charles, I believe.
Gotcha. Well, so this is Joe's idea.
Who's he talking about? I don't know who that is. Who is that? That's some random person.
Right? Huh. So, Steve, I need that efficiency formula, man. Where do I
I
get
can
it?
send it to you. From me.
I've got an idea.
Yeah, I can send you something as long as you don't overly share it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just use it. I seriously have an idea.
Yeah. I mean, I have my high-powered stuff, and then I have my low-powered stuff over here. That's how I do it. Just run off switches.
Right.
Yep. I don't know if I get that in there.
Really, Joe?
There it is. I'm sure he'll still go out and buy you a steak.
He's talking about me
Mhm.
Yeah.
not touching his amplifiers before I. There's a way to calculate box rise with a term lab. Yes, there is actually. 100%. It's all in the program.
What program?
In the term lab, it'll show you everything.
Dang. It show you impedance rise?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Well, that'll break your heart.
Yes, it will.
What do you think the average impedance rise is?
6.
Higher than what they think it is.
6 for a big wall.
Dang.
I'm at 9.15x in the van.
See? Yeah, the big wall is 6 at least.
Wow. Well, that'll hurt your feelings.
Dale times 10. Yeah. It happens.
Oh my God.
When you have the big walls and that much power, you wouldn't believe. It's pretty ridiculous, actually.
So, what kind of coils cause more rise than others? Don't know.
There's too many variables. I don't know.
Yeah. What are the variables that affect the box rise or the impedance rise?
It all depends. Neo, ferrite, foil, even amp. I get different rise on different amps too, depending on which one I'm using.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's too many factors. I don't try and fight it. I just work with it.
Yeah.
What do you say is the worst one to figure out that we have no control over?
Yeah.
The variable.
100%. Absolutely.
Huh. So nobody knows what causes more or less impedance rise of a subwoofer?
Yeah, weather.
Huh?
Weather.
Barometric pressure.
Yeah, weather. That's why it's just so hard to replicate every time. That's why I don't necessarily. I'm not a believer. My box is heavy, so it
Look at
doesn't
him
rise.
flexing muscle right there. Look at him flexing. Team Sundown. Look at him. What?
Right? That is a cool shirt, though.
Oh yeah, it's a Sundown Audio hat too.
I was gonna get me a shirt at the show, and I forgot. Then when I did go over there, they were putting up a little early. So
You can order it online on sundownunofficial.com.
So this box rise thing, or I try not to say that because it's impedance rise. Got really not a lot to do with the box. More to do with the subwoofer. So like, would a shorter subwoofer, would a shorter coil have more or less? It would seem like it would have less rise. You think? But I guess the shorter coil, though, would make you not have as much throw, and so not as much air movement, not as much SPL, huh?
Hi, Dustin. It's different for each application. It's hard to, like you said, you could take one box and put it in 15 different cars, and you're going to have 15 different applications, or 15 different scores and results and everything, because of just, the box, the power, everything. There's so many variables in it.
Well, that's no good. I can't understand it like that. I need some more concrete explanation, right? Anybody got one?
Test.
I started to read on it, and then I stopped, and I just stopped trying to fight it. I just work with it. It helps me because I wired a point 237, and I end up at like 2.3 ohms.
So for some of you that might be watching that don't know this one, I know that a lot of people commenting probably do know it, but when you roll into that knob slow, they're increasing that impedance rise to make it to where they get enough impedance to where the amplifiers don't shut off. And that's why they roll into it slow. And then they can hammer, for those of you that don't know. And so that's what I'm trying to figure out is how to decrease it. Wouldn't that be cool? Be a cool thing? No?
Yeah, it would. I mean, you'd make a lot more boxes and a lot more subwoofers more efficient by doing that, but it's hard.
So as we get to the resonant,
Look at Joe Price. Oh my God, Billy! Last brain cell. Please stop.
So if we get to the resonant frequency where it moves the least, that's where the impedance rise is the highest. Correct?
Should be.
Right?
Should be. Yes.
Well.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that, but yes, it should be. But you know how many times? Oh shit!
Oh,
You know how many times we've actually tested something and there's more than one resonant frequency of a vehicle?
I'm not speaking of the vehicle. I'm speaking of the woofer.
True.
It's got an FS.
No, absolutely, 100%.
Well, we need to figure this out. Steve, what were you reading? Because I'm gonna need to read that. Got my notepad out.
I just started reading on the old forums from way back in the day.
Oh Lord! No, we can't be reading what other people think.
Boy, that's.
We gotta read textbooks.
We try to be on the old forums back in the days. You'd have to be textbooks.
Wonder where that physics books I have is. I haven't seen it in 20 years, but I bet it's still here somewhere. I bet this has got it in it.
I mean,
Y'all seen this one?
For what I'm doing, I only need low power, so it don't really,
Don't matter.
It don't matter that much to me, you know.
Yeah.
I actually prefer to have high rise because then I could wire my Brazilian amp in the dirt and still be okay.
Yeah. All right. So here's a question for you: if you wire up high, 6 ohms instead of 1, do you still have rise? And does that rise still rise? Let's say the same amount.
I haven't tested that because I've never wired up.
Right. But if you got extra power,
I mean, I would think you would definitely be more efficient wiring higher.
Yeah. So if you wired higher and you didn't have to roll into it, and you could just hammer it, you wouldn't lose voltage before you got there, right?
Yeah, but in a clamp class, say you have a 1K clamp class and you're using a 20K amplifier. If you just zap it, you don't know where that wattage is going to go.
I see.
You'll end up bumping.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna see, can I find us a motor engineer to come on with us? What do y'all think? Somebody that designs speaker motors.
Why don't you try and get Jacob on? He usually comes on all these type of shows.
Does he design the motors?
Yeah.
For Sundown?
Yep.
Yeah.
He designed the motor I'm using right now.
Okay. So Joe says some more power, less rise. Okay.
Sorry, guys, my phone went off. Anyways, what I miss?
More power equals less rise.
I'd have to test it. I don't know. That's probably. I'm sure if he's saying it's probably true, but
I would agree with it 90% of the time.
More power. Let's rise.
I'll tell you what. If I have time when I'm testing next time, I'll wire up and see what it does.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
I've never tried it, so
Do some testing.
Right.
Show the videos. We'd like to see it.
If you gain like 10 decimals, man, I'm gonna need you to buy me lunch.
if I gain if I gain 10 decibels, I'd have the most efficient vehicle on the planet by a long shot.
Right? We'll put a baseball sticker
From
on
where
it.
he's not sandbagging to gain 10 decibels, that's pretty amazing.
Okay. He says there's a video on YouTube. I'm gonna go watch that video. I would say Joe's
Whatever,
drinking,
Joe.
but I don't think he drinks. I think he just drinks water. He's a
Joe's
little
a
guy.
very smart man.
Probably don't drink tea even. Can't drink tea and be that little, right?
Okay. Absolutely. I agree.
What do you
And
think, Jamie?
My box is heavy, so it doesn't rise.
Right?
I like the way you think, sir.
Yeah, because it's just something you can never ever get a direct result every time to be. That's why I don't play that game. It's too much.
Well, I'm gonna go dig out some of my woofers and hook them up, and I'm
Turn
gonna
the knobs to the
experiment.
right. That's all I.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it on the show next week.
You let us know.
Okay. Absolutely. Let's do that.
Right? So I need some way to power them in my house. Got any ideas?
So what?
Power for the amplifiers. Does this have to? This needs to be a powered kind of test, right?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. I'll see if I can't work something out. We're gonna learn about box. No, I don't want to say box rise because I'd be stupid. I want to say impedance rise, right?
Yeah.
Every time the wind
Yeah,
blows, the impedance rise.
Do you have an inverter at your house, Billy, where you could hook up an amplifier?
Just not one big enough for the amplifier, I don't think. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If we got to dump power, I don't think I have anything here that would properly power, 200 amps. I don't think I have that in the garage.
He said 200 amps.
Right?
My door speakers take more than that.
Man, there ain't no way. Them things don't take but 50 amps.
Probably.
Yeah. But them subwoofers, they probably take 300 amps. Those sub amps you have. Maybe 350, 300,
Maybe
300.
I'd say 270 right now because they turned down.
Let's see. Man, y'all lucky y'all have, nowadays we have Class D. I'm
Joe,
going to say.
110 wall socket.
Right. I was going to say that. I just didn't want to throw that out there. That's 5,000 watts between 1560 hertz. Depend on the amperage.
100%. Unless you're getting a spike.
Right.
Huh. I'm looking online on Crossfire's website looking for the for those for how much power they pull, but I'm not seeing it.
XT3s.
Huh?
XT3s.
What do you have?
XT3 15s.
Oh, I was looking at these 16Ks.
Oh, amplifiers 18K.
18K.
8K. Isn't it 8K?
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, you're right. Yes, sir. Duh. I wish I had an 18K. But it probably wouldn't be as efficient.
So, what size are the fuses you have on them? Do you know?
There's quite a few. I want to say they're 450s.
What?
That's a big
There's
fuse.
a lot. There's a lot of fuses back there, and they're big fuses. Yeah.
Huh. Steve,
I used to run
what
500
fuse
in
do
the
you-
nitro.
huh?
I ran 500 in the nitro.
You asked me how many fuses I have?
No.
You have
How
zero.
much
You got-
fusing you have on your
I
one
actually
amplifier?
do have 2 fuses in the van. They're both from the alternator back to the battery. I don't have anything going from the battery to the amps.
Your team no fuse. What the
Well, I got
hell?
to go for the battery in the amp either.
I didn't always run it like that though. When I had the Suburban, I had everything fused.
That's where the nitro was. I just had 2 fuses in the front from the front to the back. That was it.
Just the charging leads.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's all I have
Well, how
for-
big are those fuses?
They're
Mine is 300.
200s. I think I have 200, 200s.
Two 200. So 400 amps is what you're doing in that van to do a 65.
Sandbagging, yes.
Because I did the 65 with the van shut off, so I wasn't charging anything.
Like I said, sandbagging, yes, 65.
I don't need to run with the van on to be okay. I have 400 amp hour of Yinglong in the back.
Huh. Wow. Now I see why you guys always having to send your amps off, Jamie. I see why it's broke.
I don't drop a fraction of a tenth on a 5K burp.
Wow. Hey, so for the normal people at home, don't do that.
Truck
Don't do
off
this.
on a music run too.
Wow.
No, they dropped down
So-
to like 13.6 at the most.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of juice these amplifiers pull. On Crossfire's website, it doesn't say. So, give me an idea. What do y'all think? One of these amps that you're using, how much current do they pull?
Well, like my Death Bounce AAK 7500, I got almost 9K out of that amplifier.
So, how much current does that pull from the battery? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
All of it.
That's probably like 800 amps.
That's hard to tell. All of it. I mean,
So they just don't make fuses big enough to do what y'all do.
well, I
Really
had in my 2 power runs from front to back when I started, and then I added another one. I actually was popping the 350 fuses in the front. When I would turn it up, I was popping them fuses. So that's why I moved up to the 4. I want to say it was a 400. Sorry, for a while, and I started to meld them, and then I just put them in the 5 and never had a problem with them after that.
Dang. You don't want to pee on that. Right? Steve, so what do you got? 615s, ZV5, you say?
I have
Easy
6
go.
compact Neo V2s on 400 amp hour Yinglong. I either run a Sound Digital Evo X 20K for DB drag, or I run 6 Salt 6s for every other org. And I have a Salt 500.4 for the mids and highs that I use when I run music. And I have 4 Hertz HSK 165 components that I use. That's pretty much it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything.
Wow. So, just real quick, hey, DJ, man, I haven't called you, but man, I got you a show set up already. So, we probably need to talk real soon. It's in a couple weeks from now. Yeah, he's got it's not totally stock, but for us, he just runs in the beast, right? Right, Steve?
It is a 100% stock B pillar forward. Even the seats.
So it's stock having.
If I get out of it, you can see it. Stock seats and everything. Stock
Yep.
dash, stock roof. It has to be a stock to run Pro Stock and DB Drag. This van is as stock as it gets, B-pillar Ford.
Well, I can't believe this, man. Y'all telling me 1,000 amps? Well, if you grab that, you die. Probably
I bet
not.
on an 8K you'll get you'll use every
Well, I
bit
felt the
800 amps.
17K before too. It ain't no joke. It'll throw you.
Yeah.
It didn't have me slammed 2 years ago.
That's a lot of power.
It is a lot. Ridiculous.
Man. Wow. Yeah, I'm starting to think that clamp thing is cool. We're not doing it. It's maybe one class for Steve. We'll call it the Steve class. But
I'll run it every show.
Right? Yeah, I bet you did.
100%. Ouch.
Yeah, I was wondering about that rail voltage. Do y'all have any idea what you got coming off the rails at 1,000,000 amps, let's say? Right?
Yeah.
Don't know. It's got to be 180 volts.
I got the
160,
sound.
180.
I got the sound digital set to 154. I got each 6K set to 105.
105. Mm-hmm.
195.
What about you, Jamie? That's Orion, right?
Yep, 195.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of
There's nothing
push.
there. Like I said, if I get it all to hold together and get it all right, there's gonna be some. Yeah, just gotta get it all together.
Salts are full
They're
bridge.
powerful. Just don't
Yes,
take-
they are.
No, they're not. They're half
No,
bridge.
wait a minute. Salts are not full bridge.
No, they're two pieces. They're two boards.
What's
Mine's a
that
full
mean,
bridge.
full bridge?
One
What's full
board.
bridge mean?
They're half bridge.
What's half bridge mean?
I'm gonna try and explain this. It's gonna be terrible, probably.
We'll give you liberty.
You don't get the full range of the wave. It's something weird with that where it sees half of it. It's going to be a terrible explanation. I don't. So somebody else in the chat can probably explain it way better than I can.
So probably something like one board pushes one wave, the bottom half, and one the top half, or something like that. No. Oh well, we'll figure that out too.
I'm not there. Yeah.
What happened to poor JB over there? We lost him.
It got dark on him, man. Oh, he's going to show us amplifier. He might know.
One single board.
Well, I mean, my salt amp is one single board.
You sure about that?
Yeah, we can see you now.
I don't think so. No, there's two boards inside those salt amps.
Is there?
Those 12Ks that Dan Horner had out there at when we were out in Sibley or wherever that was, those are the two boards in there, those salt 12Ks.
Well.
Okay. We lost you when you walked inside your garage, so we didn't hear anything you said, Jamie.
I said that the 12K salt amps that Dan Horner had there at that show in Sibley, those are two boards. Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
It's not hurting me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We heard you. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think the Salt series are 2 boards. I might be wrong, but
I don't know on that aspect, truthfully.
I know the 12K's got 2 in it because I've seen it.
We'll figure it out before next week. Next week, we'll know.
Our original 17K had 2 boards in it.
Okay, on that note, I think I'm about done for the night.
Well, I gotta get up I gotta leave at 5 in the morning. I gotta go to work tomorrow early. Jamie, what
Yes,
about
sir.
you?
I'll
You
be
get to
good.
sleep in, don't you? Because you do your own thing.
Yep, I can get up and do what I want. Yep.
And Steve, you get to sleep in because you're Steve, right?
No,
Kind of
Steve.
come and go when you
I
like.
get up at 4 in the morning. I'm in the office by 5:30 every day.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I work
I
from
get to
7
4
to
every day.
5, 7:30 to 5:30 every day.
Right. Steve, I bet you get to come home at like 2 though, huh? 2 or 3?
I get off at 3, but sometimes I stay late. Depends how busy I am.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. Well, cool. Well, all right, y'all. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll all chat again next week, and we'll know what a full bridge is, and we'll know what impedance rise is, and we'll figure all that stuff out. We're going to have some knowledge next week. So everybody call some engineers so y'all can, put this knowledge where my foot doesn't need to be in my mouth next week. Right?
Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys for coming on tonight.
Yeah.
You guys have a great night.
Absolutely. Have a nice night, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you.
See you guys. I think Steve's frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. So we will we'll hopefully have some information for you guys next week. Maybe we get some of these brainiacs that really test a lot, knows what impedance rise really is, just for fun, right? And then maybe we get us an amplifier engineer to come on here, right?
Okay, that'd be pretty cool.
Right. All right. Well, cool. So we will see you guys next week, and thanks for coming on with us this weekend. Oh, wait, I made this, and I did not use it the whole time. Look at that.
We got so busy.
We over here trying to figure out what a coil rise is, and we can't even remember to put on a little ticker across the bottom of the screen saying come support us, right? But so anyway, now that we got like 2 viewers left, y'all come see Jimmy in Nebraska. Right?
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll see you guys later.